All right, talking Jersey more. Vinny and Dino, number 8.
My gang sign again.
Number 8. Homies.
What's going on,
baby?
How you making out?
Good. How you doing? We want to thank the Tuscan House, though. Wasn't that fun?
I'm still digesting that food. I ate so much.
No indigestion. Digesting.
Well, I'm digesting.
Digesting.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think our friend Ryan Marr, I think he ate most of the food.
You know, he did. He did.
Know. But he can. I can't afford to eat all that food. He's a skinny guy. So.
He is a skinny guy.
So,
he's a growing boy.
He's a boy. Yes.
He's a boy. He's 30. He's a boy.
He's a funny boy.
And we got to thank Angelica and Bubba.
They were hysterical.
Bubba, that voice.
That
that voice just gets me.
The best line was, "I'm a hard 25."
Hard 25.
Then he said he was like an '83 Buick or something like that with no hubcaps. That was just great.
Oh, that was good.
We're stealing that, Bubba. Thanks.
We had a great time there. We want to thank the Tuscan House again. Looking forward to coming back there. So what's going on?
Not much. It's
I haven't seen you in about almost 2 weeks now.
It's been a while. Yes.
You know,
it's been a while. Just plugging along, doing work, watching TV. Like
2014's in.
No more Happy New Year, please.
Screw
Everybody stop.
I
think you get to a point where you just but know what it is. You don't talk to people for like a month or so, and you haven't talked to them since before Christmas, and then you talk to them again. Then what are you supposed to say? So I'm done.
Yeah, no more Happy New Year.
No
all
more
right,
Happy
no
New
more
Year.
Merry Christmas. If we didn't see you since Merry Christmas time, you're not fucking a friend of ours. So
yeah, exactly. So Valentine's Day is coming up. Make sure you buy your sweetheart a gift.
Aw, isn't that sweet? So, where are you going to take the lovely Christine on
Well,
Valentine's Day?
I did just
Not that she's watching this right now. Don't give it away.
But it is funny though. Remember how I talked about our first date, the 27th anniversary was on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I did propose to the lovely Christine on Valentine's Day.
Oh, you're such a tool.
I am.
You're such a tool.
I am. So
Valentine's Day?
On Valentine's
Seriously?
Day. Yeah. Right down the street, Point Pleasant Boardwalk. Yes.
On the boardwalk?
In February.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it was a little chilly. Well, hey, we'll always remember Valentine's Day, so,
Oh, well, how could you not forget it? It's
well,
advertised
I never would have forgotten
since
it.
Halloween.
I never would have forgotten it anyway.
And she said yes on Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Now, what time on Valentine's Day was it?
It was after lunch. I took her out to lunch.
Oh.
And it's funny, since you brought it up.
You're the one who brought it up. I didn't know that.
Well, you're continuing on, but whatever. But it's funny.
Ryan, did I bring it up, Ryan?
Speak, Ryan. No. Okay.
No.
But I didn't want to do the whole box, I didn't do the whole box thing. So I took the ring out of the box and I had it in my pocket. So during the whole time of lunch, I'm worried that the ring is falling out of my pocket. So I'm like, keep checking my pocket,
Right.
So, it just was, then I took her to the boardwalk and it was a little cold. She was all dressed up.
Right.
And it was a little chilly, like I
Okay.
said. And there's a long story behind that I don't want to get into, but yes, she did say yes.
A long story.
Well, it was a kind of an ironic type of story, situation. So, but
Did you do everything on holidays? That's the irony?
well, it seems that way.
When did you get married?
Um,
what day?
April the 20th.
Was that Easter?
No,
year?
it was not Easter, but it did snow.
It snowed on your wedding.
Yes, in April.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Was that good luck? Obviously.
obviously, they say if it
together.
rains on your wedding day, it's supposed to be good luck anyway.
And snow,
Boy,
you're like etched in stone for the rest of your life now.
did we get way off the subject here? By the way, what is the subject? Do we even know what the subject is right now?
I just sat here and you started rattling away.
I'm rambling today, so
That's okay. That's
whatever.
okay.
So, how about yourself?
Well, actually, when I got engaged, which obviously it didn't fucking work.
Guess it didn't rain on your wedding day.
No, actually, we had a blizzard 2 days before. It couldn't happen that day. Maybe I would have thought
water.
secondly about it. But I bought an ornament, and I put it on a Christmas tree. It's one of those, like, diamonds. Mm-hmm. And I put the date of me asking the question.
Uh-huh.
I hung up on the tree. And I said to her, you see anything on the tree? No. I said, you don't see this big ornament right there? I don't want to say it's a diamond. It looks like a triangle. I'm like, oh. At that point,
You should have known.
I should have just kept the ring in my pocket. But I didn't.
Well, you were
you live
committed.
and learn.
It was like a sled going down the hill.
It was a commitment already.
Once you're going downhill,
You
you had no brakes.
the toboggan doesn't stop.
No. The woods were coming up approach pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, it was. Well, you live and learn.
Yes.
I'm still living.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh, I fucking learned.
there you go.
So what else going on?
No, not much. As we all know, the big story. What's the big story in Jersey? And it's actually national news now.
Let me see. Starts with a B and ends with a T.
Ends with a T?
Bridget.
Oh, Bridget. What,
Bridget.
Or Bridgegate. What did Chris Christie do? I mean, he's a good guy. I like him.
You know what?
He gets things done. I know we're losing half the audience right now because I know half the people hate him. But you know what? I guess when you're in charge, you're supposed to be responsible for the people that you hire and everything.
Have you ever managed people before?
Yes.
Okay. Are there things that are going to happen underneath you that you don't know?
Yes.
Okay. When you're talking about, and this woman was second in command, or
Bridget Kelly.
she was pretty high up there, right?
She was
Right?
to make
Like
decisions.
when he's on vacation, she's
She's making decisions. Yeah.
okay. 41 years old.
She's earning her money. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
You have to look at it and say, when do I relinquish some responsibility? Now, is he going to monitor every road closing in New Jersey?
There's quite a few.
There's a lot. I mean, I've
Especially in
passed
Jersey.
3 today getting here. I'm sure he doesn't know Route 70 by, fucking
Whatever.
Home Depot is,
He better now.
you can't get on the parkway on exit 82 now. You have to go all the way around, driving through Brick into the Lakewood to get to the parkway.
You had to drive through Lakewood.
Ugh.
Thank God you're okay.
Yeah, well, it's Sunday morning.
Good thing it wasn't Saturday morning, but that's might hit a pedestrian.
There are about 47,000 of them. They'll look the same.
Yeah.
But how could you monitor? How could you bust his chops on that?
When you hire somebody, when you're in a position like governor, that's like the big boss, and you're hiring people to do certain things. You're putting the confidence in them that they're going to make the right decisions. Do you actually? I mean, I'm sure he has monthly meetings with them or whatever. I don't know how he runs his office, but I mean, do you think that it comes up in conversation? Hey, did you close any lanes on the GW Bridge this week? Does he really care?
I mean, isn't there a lane closed on GW Bridge at least once a month for some stupid reason?
Is there traffic jams on the GW Bridge every day?
Yeah, traffic jams at Fort Lee every day.
And,
and I'm not discriminating against Fort Lee people. I like Fort Lee people. I know
They
some
can
people up there,
afford to be discriminated against.
But you're living by a bridge, and you got traffic.
Yeah. Well, listen.
It's like people living down the shore and complain about the bennies coming down. Oh, there's traffic in the summertime. Well, what do you want? What do you expect?
That's me.
What do you expect? Well, exactly.
I expect them to take another road, but whatever. Listen.
Maybe Bridget should bridge it with like an extension cord around her neck.
Oh man.
Shame on her. 41 fucking years old and you fuck up like that?
Well, you know.
Why do you send an email?
That's what I was going to
All
say.
right, why don't you go the old-fashioned way?
Take a
and
ride.
say,
Take a ride up to the road department. Yep.
Do me a favor.
I wouldn't even make a phone call.
Well, I'm pretending I'm talking to the person. I'm not really making a phone call.
Well, then put the phone away.
No, because a phone call is like this now. This is a phone call. This is.
I would have gotten in her little state vehicle with the little New Jersey State emblem on it. Take the drive.
I would have crossed it off. I would have put masking tape over the top.
Yeah, well,
Should be even more incognito.
Yeah. Richie?
Richie? Yeah. How's he doing? Not well.
She just should have went over to the guy that's in charge of the road department and said, listen, I need you to close the lane in Fort Lee going over the bridge for a couple of days. Okay. Why? Don't worry about it. And by the way, if you tell anybody, I'm going to deny I had this conversation with you. If you're going to do something really bad, that's the way to go about it. You don't send emails. Evidently, there's text messages, phone calls. I mean, so obviously these people with all these degrees, they have no street smarts. See, that's the thing I like about Christie. Christie he has all the degrees, but he seems to have the street smarts about him. And unless they produce evidence that he knew what the hell was going on, what he said in his press conference the other day was true. I had no knowledge. Right. He came out and said it was stupid, it was dumb, that's not the way I run my organization. Now, he'll be the first one probably to tell you, I will bully people to get things done. He won't use those words, but he'll be the first one to say that.
Or maybe he fucking should.
But you know what, though? I don't think he's dumb enough to do it in that manner. He'll just come right out and, you ain't getting it. Tough luck. And he'll move on. And he'll come off like a jerk. But to do something like this, and the thing that I hate about this, what if there was an ambulance on the bridge? What if there was an ambulance on the bridge tomorrow when there wasn't a lane closed?
Well, there was, though.
I understand that, but you know what, though? These things, I mean, listen, they weren't smart enough to cover themselves. But there's always going to be something stuck on that bridge. It's the most traveled bridge in the country, period. And they've had pothole problems. Listen, what they did was wrong. I'm not saying what they did was
Right.
was the right thing to do. But it's nothing that hasn't happened on that bridge on its own accord.
There's something else
I don't
with
know.
that too.
It kind of annoyed the hell out of me.
And maybe it's me. But I've always been the type of person, when I hear bridges closed due to necessary construction, does that fucking scare you? This is a bridge. This isn't like a pothole.
It's a pretty big bridge.
It's a bridge.
It's a big bridge too. Yeah.
This is being closed for necessary construction work,
Well-
necessary repair.
Well, the good thing about the GW bridge, it's a 2-level bridge. So if something happens on the top level, you're just gonna fall 1 level. So.
oh, and that second level is going to hold that top level?
Well, would you rather have the second level give out and just fall into the Hudson?
Is it the same difference?
I'm just saying. This year,
How many tons are falling on top of that?
You gotta,
It's got to fall.
You got to fight and chance. So remember the earthquake in '89 in San Francisco? The
Yeah.
top level of the road would just hit the bottom level.
Yeah.
The bottom level held.
Yeah, but the whole bridge didn't come down.
No, I'm not saying the whole bridge is going to come. That whole bridge the GW bridge is not coming down. That is not coming down.
I'm sorry, when I hear emergency construction, that scares me a little bit.
No,
I can't swim.
you can't swim.
I can't swim,
Oh boy,
especially not in a car.
not many people can. Well, you got to roll the windows down. This way you can kind of get out.
But then you have to swim to the top.
You'll float.
Will I see anybody down there I know?
I ain't touching that one. I ain't touching that one. But that was the big news, and you know what? It's not going to go away. And we both thought that he was going to run for president in 2016. It took a hit. But can you say Whitewater? Can you say Rose Law Firm? For those of you who understand,
Watergate.
Ryan's looking at us like we have 3 heads. He has no idea what the hell we're talking about. That would be the Clinton administration, Ryan. Mrs. Clinton had a little issue
I did not
back in the
have
night.
sex with that woman.
No, but they had issues back in the late 80s, early
She
90s.
just blew me.
Oh my God! But he'll survive this.
Yeah.
But the people in the middle America can't identify with him, so he's done.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of just threw dirt on the top of him, and he's pretty much
It's
done.
going to be
So,
talked about for a long time.
yeah, unfortunately. So whatever.